Yo, everybody, how you doing? The NFC East is now up for grabs. Anybody, everybody, all teams in it have a legitimate chance to win. And I love it. I love it. How's everybody doing out there? All right, so the Eagles make the big trade. No administrations today, Joseph. Thursday possible. This is freewheeling, baby. What's up, Green Forest? What's up, Luke? K-Scope, talk to me after, leave me a thing, and I will. What's up, Isaiah? So the Philadelphia Eagles made the big trade. Why did they make this big trade? Because Carson Wentz is good enough of a quarterback. People think that it means somehow that he ain't good enough or he can't handle Matthews going. But the truth is they believed in him enough to do it. What's up, everybody? So that's my thoughts. Now, I think this NFC East is wide open. Wide open. You know what I mean? Wide open. Everybody can win. With Elliott out, with the Eagles getting a corner, with the Giants being the Giants, it's wide open. So what do you guys think? Tell me what you guys think. Do you think Darby will improve the defense? Absolutely, Luke. It has to. It just has to. You have a legitimate corner. You have a legitimate corner. I'm scared. What are you scared of? The Eagles have a shot, bro. We run the NFC East without a doubt now. I agree, Johnny Blaze. I think the Eagles are definitely up there in the mix. I mean, you can hear what the Cowboy fans say, right? What do they say? They say, oh, we got this guy, we got Morris, we got the other running back, whatever that stinky name is. And you know what? The truth of the matter is, they can't be as good without Elliott. You can't be as good without him. I'm worried Carson Wentz is going to struggle now that Matthews is gone. You got to believe in Carson Wentz. Do you think he's a legitimate franchise quarterback? I do. I don't think the Eagles make this trade if they're scared. You know what I mean? I don't. Darby is a #1 cornerback. He has speed and can locate the ball. He's very fast, they said. And the thing about it is, when you have him in the future and Sidney Jones, you got something. You got something. What do you think the Eagles' record will be? Well, I had him at 9-7, so I'm right around 10-6 right now. Somewhere between 9-7, 10-6. More on the 10-6 side than the other. 11-5 would be hard. 11-5, I just think that the division is going to be a knockout brawl. I think all these teams are going to battle each other, beat the crap out of each other, and then we'll see what happens. I am at the game Thursday. I won't be on Please tonight. Not tonight. Don't need it tonight. I need it on Thursday. So that's my thoughts. I think Elliott's going to get down. I think it'll go down to 4 games. I think he'll go to 4-game suspension. But they got to play the Giants week 1. They ain't beating the Giants week 1. 13-3. Woo! I love 13-3. 13-3 would be awesome. Will you be at the game Thursday? I will not be at the game on Thursday. No. Why can't you get the Philly? I get all the games. I watch all the games. What do you mean? I've talked about how to get the games if you're out of town. If you're not in Philly, I watch those videos. It'll tell you how to get the game so you can see it live on Thursday. Yes, the Eagles cut Ryan Matthews finally. I don't think it was a big deal. I didn't really even do a video on it because I'd talk about it now because we all knew it was coming. It's not a big surprise. What do you want me to say? Ryan Matthews got cut today? Well, you knew it was coming. You live in Philly? I don't understand your question. Do you think the Eagles will be #1 in the NFC? I think in the NFC, like the conference, yo boy, the beast, I think the Eagles are possibly a division winner. So if they win a division, let's say I think they probably could be around 3 or 4 seats, but it's all possible. I don't think it's that, I don't think it's that great. I canceled my Game Pass, and now I can't watch the game on Thursday. Now you got to go to your mom, your daddy, or your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever, and tell them to try. That's what I did. If we go 3-13, would you think it would be our year? If we go 3, If we went 13-3, you mean? I'm sorry, I read it wrong. Yes, if we go 13-3, you're a #1 seed probably, right? You have to be a #1 seed. So you're going to get a home game, you get a week off. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Yes, the King Dingbat is here, right here. You're looking at him. King Dingbat. Why do you need it? Carson Wentz is taking his Jordan Matthews lost heart. I don't buy it. I think this is a lot of overblown nonsense. You really think that Carson Wentz can't I mean, is there anything about this kid that has seemed like he can't handle them trading Jordan Matthews? I think that's crazy. Yeah, thank you, Martin. Appreciate it. What's up, EDP Lotion? Are you a full bottle or what? Full bottle? I miss Matthews, but we had to make defense better. Look, I like Matthews. I like him. But I don't think he's a elite wide receiver. I don't think so. I think he is a good, very good wide receiver below a Pro Bowl level. So if you can get a starting corner, you got to get it. What's up, Holly? What players will make it at the wide receiver spot now? Well, I think Triggs has to have an advantage right now, right? You have to think him, and I'm saying Ward or one of those guys. Matt Collins with the stiff arm of dingbats. That's right. Both Matthews gone now. No longer confused. Yeah, no longer. Yeah, exactly. Something about that name, they wanted out. Matt Collins was my sleeper in the draft. You got a good one, man, because he was awesome. No moderators today, Holly. I don't need it today. I'm going to need one on Thursday. Matthews makes 50-yard and drop 10 yards one. Matthews makes 50-yard and drop 10 yards one. Do you think the Eagles will use the first-round pick next year on a running back? I think it's quite possible, but I don't think it's going to be Barkley. Unfortunately, I love Barkley, but I can't see the Eagles picking in the top 5 to get Barkley. So I don't think it's going to be Barkley, but I do think the Eagles are going to get a running back, maybe in the first, maybe. Full bottle, that's for EDP Lotion. You got EDP Lotion in the house. That guy's a legend. Philly, what is Dallas going to go this year? I think I got Dallas 7-9. I got the Dallas Cowboys at 7-9. And my man LL out there. Me and him have a bet, a jersey bet, a burning jersey bet. If the Eagles beat Dallas, if they beat Dallas, he's got to burn a Cowboy jersey. And I'm not even going to make him burn his best jersey. Burn whatever one you care. As long as it's got that satanic star on the helmet, that's all I care about. But I'll take that bet. The Eagles will beat Dallas in Dallas this year. What up, EDP Lotion? So, yes, Matthews is gone. Both Matthews are gone. You think the Eagles are going to use Blunt correctly? That I'm not sure. I have my suspicions. I have suspicions of Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson scares the crap out of me. He literally scares the crap out of me. Darby, when Sidney Jones comes back, going to be nice. Yeah, you have legitimate corners for the future. I mean, you got legitimate corners for the future. It's going to be awesome. Awesome. Everything. Guys, these things are coming so quick, I cannot keep up. It's amazing. We need to trade a 2019 first rounder, Kelsey, a 2019 second round next year for top 5 pick in Saquon Barkley. I don't think it's even enough. I don't think it's enough. What's up, Stronger King? How you doing, buddy? You want... yeah, I'll be the next Eagles. Cowboys are dingbats. Cowboys are a satanic, evil team. With the star, they sacrifice babies, they sacrifice women, children, and all of it. You know what I mean? But you know what? Father, Philly 500 is going to go and exercise some Dallas Cowboys when the Eagles beat Dallas, in Dallas, coming shortly. I like them. Angel, I like them from what I've seen, but it's been limited. I need to see more of them. I mean, I have to see more. You know, I always was fixated on Fournette. The dingbat crew, the king dingbat right here. Man, it's crazy today. How are you after that hit from the little one? Yeah, I got a little bit of headache, concussions, that kind of thing. I woke up in my own puddle of blood and piss. But I'm okay now. I think I'm going to be okay. I am getting a little sick though. I'm getting a cold. I'm not feeling too good today. So, it is what it is. Steven Means was great. What do you mean? He had a sack. Steven Means was great. Do you think Aguilar is going to have a breakout season? I do not. I think we saw Aguilar, what he does, exactly how he does it at the game, the first game. I saw exactly what I expected. Aguilar to disappear and do nothing. That's it. You want a dingbat shirt? I'm working on it. Get a dingbat bucket hat too. Barnett over under 10. Under 10, you have to figure under. I mean, he's a rookie. I like him, but I don't know many rookies that get 10 sacks a year. What's up, Jorge? How you doing, buddy? Bryce Treggs is nice. Yeah, but he had a good game. 9 sacks for Barnett. I think Barnett could get 6 or 7, somewhere around there. And I think that's, good. I'm drafting Aguilar in fantasy first pick. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Joey Shakes, what's up? Do you think the Eagles will blitz this year? No, I do not. They should. They need to. They definitely need to. My man Joey Shakes out there. Love that guy. Barnett getting 7.5. I don't know. 7.5 may be possible. Maybe possible. But I don't know that he gets it. What's up, Dirt? How you doing, boy? How you doing? May, how you guys? This thing's flowing. Cowboy Legend 27 is a dingbat. He's maybe, but I like that guy. I kind of like him. He called me a loser. I just told him I like him. He called me a loser. You dingbat! Barnett might be Rookie of the Year. He has a chance. Why not? You know what I mean? When will Peterson be gone? It's a tough case. It's tough because I want him gone, and I don't because I want to have a good year. But then Peterson will stay. Yeah, I know. I know the feelings about it. I would say this. I would say I want him to do good and I want him to do well. I have my doubts. But I worry about him. Watch your channel every day, bro. Hope you see you one day. Hezekiah, is that how you pronounce it, Mac? Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I hope to see you one day. These things are flying. It's coming so fast. But I'll take that bet with LL. I'll take that bet. You know what I mean? Let's go dingbats. You think it's fair that Vinny Curry starts over Derek Barnett? No, I think a rookie should work his way in. Let the rookie work his way in. That's what I say. Yo, Johnny Blaze, that's what I'm talking about. If Peterson, this is it. LL, this is it. Is this not it? Is this not confirmation for you? Or do you want me to send you a private personal one? Should I get some flowers and a little heart? I'll do that for you. But Johnny Blaze, you're right. You're right. I'm telling you this. I worry that Peterson does not open that playbook. I think he's going to be a deacon dunker, and I think it's going to be a problem. And that's my biggest concern right now. Doug Peterson. What I saw last week was vanilla, but it was exactly what they did during the year. Quails made PFF. Holly, when I see PFF, I gotta tell you, I don't believe it. Half of the stuff PFF says I don't believe. It just doesn't pass the eye test. NFC East depends on how Dak plays. Dak will play good. I think he'll play okay. I think he's going to struggle. I think he's going to have times and go through some things he didn't go through having a guy like Ezekiel Elliott when he's gone. But I think Dak is a pretty good quarterback nonetheless. Yeah. That's your line, buddy. If you can pronounce my name correctly, the Eagles will win this playoff game. Constantinos. I don't know. The play calling should be on someone else. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Frank Wright call plays. I really would. What if we had Bradford with this Eagles team? If we had Bradford with this Eagles team, then you let Doug Peterson call the plays because he calls the perfect plays for a deer in the headlight dingbat like Sam Stinkford. He stinks. Am I the only one on here who feels the Eagles are going under the radar but will be really good this year? No, Jalen. I think a lot of people on here are starting to think the Eagles could be good. You know what I mean? I think it can. So Johnny Blaze is saying that none of the deep passes that Carson threw last year were designed. They were all improvised by Wentz. If that's the truth, we got a problem. We got a big problem if that's the truth. Derek Barnett looked really good against Yes, who was, oh God, it just went away. Yeah, Derek Barnett looked great. I mean, you know, we got to wait and see who, you know, let him play some more people. But he looked good. He played good. I was very surprised because I really broke my glasses. I didn't want him. So happy Zeke will be back week 11 because we're going to slap him anyways, with or without him. I think appealing is kind of dangerous for them because they may lose him at the most important time. Giants and Eagles are making the playoffs. Giants 11-5, Eagles 10-6. Man, I'm starting to get sick. I hate getting sick. I think the Giants are slightly the favorites in the NFC. Well, think about it. The Giants beat the crap out of Dallas. Dallas can't beat the Giants. They haven't beat the Giants. They didn't beat the Giants last year. They lost 2 times. Ask LL how many times Dallas lost to the Giants last year. 2, right? Wasn't it 2? Dallas stinks. They can't beat the Giants. The Eagles can beat the Giants. Now, with the Eagles getting a corner, now the Giants have to worry. The Giant fans are scared now, believe me. Oh, how many times did the Cowboys lose the Giants? Twice. The Giants still have a lot more needs positions-wise than us. The Giants don't match up well with us for some reason. I mean, you think they would because they got the receivers and that kind of thing, but we always seem to give the Giants problems. I don't know why that is. Darby reminds me of Janoris Jenkins. I need to see more of him. To be honest, man, I don't think we have an O-line. What do you think? I like our tackles. I don't like the center, and I don't like the right guard position. I'm worried about those 2 positions. Really concern me. I worry, especially with Blunt. You know what I mean? You need to run up the middle like that, and you need to run inside the tackles, I think, with Blunt more. And if you have Kelsey getting pushed around, you're going to have a big problem. You're going to have a big problem. Lane Johnson is the man. Yeah, I like Lane. I got Giants sweeping Cowboys again. I got the Giants sweeping the Cowboys too. I got the Eagles sweeping the Giants. I got the Eagles splitting with the Redskins. And I got Dallas getting the crap beat out of them. You don't like our center? I don't either. How do you stop the Redskins from boring us this year? Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe the Eagles will score 50 points on them because the quarterback will already be checked out. Brandon Brooks is healthy. We should be good as long as Kelsey plays good. Yeah, but it's the other side I'm worried about. You know, they put Warmack there. What's his face? Big V went down, right? I don't know how long, but he's got to have a good year. I didn't like Barbara, and they got rid of him. And I was very happy about getting rid of him. NFC East looking strong as hell. I think the NFC East, I think even the NFC South, I think those are 2 of the most interesting divisions in the league because I think Tampa is going to take the NFC South. I know Atlanta fans hate it, and I get it, and if I was them, I would want to punch my head or tell my kids to knock me out with a bat. But I just think that it's going to be hard to overcome what they did. And then you have the NFC East. With Elliott going out, it makes Dallas not as good. The Giants are in for battle. The Eagles have upgraded corner. That is a giant cluster, and you don't know which way that's going to go. How many wins and losses do you think the Eagles will have? I think the Eagles are going to be between 9-7, 10-6. I'm thinking more on the 10-6. But I think the first 4 weeks are going to tell you a lot. You know what I mean? Sorry, it keeps going. It's very quick. My hat keeps freaking bothering me. Timmy Jernigan is better than Benny Logan. I think so. I definitely think so, but I don't expect Timmy Jernigan to be back after this season. I can't imagine the Eagles can pay him and Fletcher Cox. Which Matthews, Thomas? You talking about Jordan Matthews' stats being garbage in garbage time? Maybe. I don't look. I like Jordan Matthews a lot, but I don't like him as my number 1 wide receiver. I don't like him as my number 2 wide receivers. You know what I mean? Ryan Matthews. I'm very happy that Ryan Matthews is gone. It was like this. It's like this cough in the back of my throat I have right now. This tickle that I feel like I'm sick and I can't get rid of it. I just want to get rid of it. That's what I think Matthews is. Would you be disappointed if the Giants don't sweep the Giants? Dallas Convicts. Dallas Convicts, I like the name. Yeah, because the first thing is, if let's say the Eagles split with the Giants, that means I have to do a video, and I have to come on and I have to eat crow, and I have to come on and apologize to the New York Giant fan base for predicting and guaranteeing that the Eagles would win. So yes, I would be definitely disappointed. It was hard. I did a crow for Dallas last year, and that was hard. That really tore me up. Would you pick a running back in the first round next year, Mark? Yeah, I would try. I would think that I would definitely consider, but you got to see who's available. You know what I mean? Can't wait. Just wear an Eli jersey. No, I'll get a suit and tie. When I do a crow video, I will do it right. I will not be like, I'm saying this because I have to say this, and I don't want to. I'm going to go all out. I'm going to act like I mean it. Pick the best player available. Always pick the best player available in the first round, regardless of position. That's my belief. Unless you have a quarterback already, and no punter, no kicker, and maybe not a center or something like that. But always take the best player available, even if you have that position full. The Giants will split with the Eagles. The Giants will definitely win the division. Why, Sportsful? Why are the Giants going to split with the Eagles? I mean, they can't beat the Eagles over the last so many years. They just haven't. You know what I mean? Why? Why would they? Do you think we will get our second and third round picks back? I think we'll get one of them back. I think we're going to get one of them back. Spunky, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Do you think that Howie Roseman has any big moves left? I don't doubt it. I don't think it'll be any. There won't be anything like we just had. When I said that big move was coming, and I predicted it, and I was there, and I was saying it's coming, and people said, it ain't coming. What are you talking about? It came. Here it is. I don't think you get one like that. You may get a Kelsey move, something like that, but let Wisniewski play and let him start a week, and then let's see how it goes. If the Giants are sweeping the Eagles, cruising, I would expect nothing less from you. That's why I like you. That's why I like you. Say it. You're sweeping the Eagles. You guys lost the Giants. Spenny Logan didn't play. We're going to kill you guys. We're going to crush Eli's face in. We're going to beat that thing back all over the field twice. Not once. Twice. You know what I mean? Giants will split. The Giants ain't splitting. Who's the biggest dingbat on the Eagles roster? Well, that's a good question. It may be the coach. That coach may be a legitimate dingbat. I gotta tell you, I am not a fan. I am trying to be open-minded. And if I had to pick somebody else, it would have to be Lane Johnson. How do you get suspended for PDs and lose 10 games last year? What's stopping us from making a Super Bowl appearance this year? Johnny Blaze. I think the biggest thing is the unknown and a young quarterback who's never been into the playoffs or had experience. If we could get Carson Wentz into the playoffs, okay, into the playoffs this year, that kind of knowledge and getting that experience is so invaluable in a second year. That's one advantage Dak Prescott has over Carson Wentz. He got it in his first year. That's beautiful. Aguilar is the biggest thing. Aguilar is like, I feel bad for him because I just think he mentally, he crumbles. He can't take the pressure. Do you think we'll sign a veteran free agent before the season starts? I think it's possible. Do you want Michael Kendricks to stay or be traded? Look, I don't know. I mean, we really don't have any other linebackers. I would have liked to see him moved. Now that we got Darby, I'm less apt to go trade him. But if you can get a decent move, if you can get something for him, then do it. But you have to get a linebacker back. Oh man, who wants to knock me with a bat? I think we should have knocked Philly 500 out with a bat day. Ertz needs to work more with Brent Selleck, his technique. Yeah. What about Zach Orr? You know, the last I heard of Zach Orr, he went to Detroit for a workout. I heard nothing. I got to think that he didn't do good in his physical. That's my thought. I'm not sold on Nelson Aguilar. I think he is good in practice, but he always has been, we need guys that don't choke. Yeah, I get the gist of what you're saying. Yeah, Aguilar comes up short in the games. Now, Doug Peterson, I mean, you think a good coach would want his slot receiver, who he's been building up all season in OTAs, you would want him to get off to a good start. You would run a nice out. You'd run something nice for him to get positive yards, positive play. And that dingbat coach runs a reverse, and Aguilar loses a couple yards, and then you don't hear from him the rest of the game. That's on Doug Peterson too. Burton could be better than Ertz this year. Man, you know, Marcus, you and me think a lot alike. You know, I take a lot of heat over my Ertz videos in the past. I was ready to trade Ertz for Brandon Cooks in the offseason. Did you hear? Yeah, I heard about Jordan Matthews injured. That is a shame, man. I saw Jordan Matthews. He looked so miserable walking into that airport. He looked out of place in Buffalo. It even looked weird with him in the Buffalo uniform. Then he gets hurt. I mean, that guy's having a bad week. And it's a shame because I want to see him. I wanted to see him come back and play the Eagles. Don't you want to see him dress up and go against the Eagles? That was so interesting. Matthews will be ready, though, by the regular season. You know what I mean? And I don't think he might even be back in Buffalo. I don't think he was the main reason for that trade. I think they wanted the third-round pick. I do think Hollins will beat out Aguilar at some point this year. I do. I definitely believe that's going to happen. At least we will see Alshon on Thursday. We will see Alshon, and I'm telling you right now, you got Alshon on the field. You got to go back to the T.O. Donovan McNabb first play in preseason against the Baltimore Ravens, where he play action, bomb. That's what I want to see. I want to see a bomb on the first play by Doug Peterson. None of this deke and dunk crap. Bomb. Let's set the stage right. Let's send a message to the rest of the league. We are not a deke and dunk team. Now you have to cover the entire field. Doug Peterson play calling, it scares the crap out of me, his play calling. And people say, well, it's only preseason. And I get that, it is. But it looked exactly like regular season last year. Holloway is making the bold prediction that Jordan Matthews will be back after the season. I don't see it happening, but I'll remember you said it. Trade Kendricks for a third. Hey, if you could get Kendricks for a third, I would do it. Do you think getting Darby opened up some more holes in our roster? I don't know how you could have a bigger hole than that. Probably bigger than the whole helmet. The hole was so big at corner that getting Darby, whatever hole he might have created, like, what, receiver? I don't think it did, but any hole is a lot smaller than what we had. We had a gaping gash in the center of the earth. Will you be going to any games? I'm going to try. Only if Ryan Matthews ran as well as us Eagles fans run our mouths after losing season. Jack Walker, you must be a Cowboy fan. No Eagle fan is going to say, we run our mouths. We run our mouths. That's a Cowboy fan. See, Cowboy fans, they like to act like they're good or they're holy. They act like they're Eagle fans and Giants. And then they say stupid things. And that's what Dallas fans do. But that's what the devil does, isn't it? Isn't that what they wear, that satanic star on their helmet? But Father Philly 500 is coming. Father Philly 500 is coming to exorcise all the Dallas people. I'm going to save the women. I'm going to save the children. I'm going to save them all. Man, this is... I'm trying to keep up. What games of the Eagles' schedule can be a surprise L? I think the Arizona Cardinal game is a watch. You better watch that game. The Cardinals historically always give us problems. Always, always, always give us problems. Why? I don't know. But they do. Always. Think about all the times. I mean, you young guys probably don't remember when they were in the NFC East. But they always give us problems. Yeah, the Chiefs are going to give us problems. But I don't consider that a L that we didn't expect. I'm going to Dallas Eagles game on December 31st. That's awesome, man. Dallas will be playing their last game. We'll be resting our starters. You think our running game is going to be a one? The running game worries me. If they try to run Blunt like around the tackles, if they don't run him inside the tackles, I think we're gonna have a problem. I think Kelsey too small at center, so I do worry about the running game. I'm not sold on the running game. It worries me a lot, Definitely worries me. We need Smallwood's hurt. Is he already hurt again? He's already hurt again. Giants will be 2 L's. You didn't expect. Yeah, it would be 2 L's for me because I don't expect it. That's a guaranteed win. So you're right. That would be. What kind of crow video do you have in mind when the Giants beat the Eagles? Look, I'm willing to take any offers from Giant fans that you want. If you want input on what I should do for crow, I'm willing to take it. If you watch what I did for Dallas, the crow I ate, I got in a tie. I got up there and I spoke and I acted like I meant it. Nick Foles is playing Thursday. Thank God McGloin made. McGloin was horrible. But Holly, some of that is Doug Peterson too. What do you think about Trey? Oh man, Trey Sullivan, man. Boom, boom. I don't know why he reminds me of Michael Lewis. Do you guys remember Michael Lewis? Michael Lewis was a pretty hard hitter. Dak is going to have it down. I think Dak is going to have a worse year than he did last year. I don't know if Foles is playing. I heard today that Peterson's going to play Wentz the same amount that he did the first game, which I think is wrong. I think he should play a quarter. I think Wentz should play 1 full quarter this week, a half next week, and then nothing at all. Do you watch EDP channel? I watch EDP channel sometimes, mainly after games and stuff during the season, but not every day. I have to go back and forth. Now, from what I've seen of EDP, I like him. I have no problem with him. You know, to each their own, right? He's still going to light practice and therapy. Who I missed that black arc. I feel like I'm getting sick. Starting to get a cough. I'm congested. My daughter was sick. Now I'm gonna get it. Foles himself and he's not playing. I don't know. Yeah, well, I guess he's not playing. My Seattle is going to plow the Eagles. Seattle isn't what they once were. They are not unbeatable. They do have an easy schedule, an easy path to the division. That is true. They do. I mean, that division stinks. But the Eagles are going to give them a run for the money. But that's probably, to me, the place I would think the Eagles are going to lose one game is going to be in Seattle. They are on the decline, I agree. Andrew, thank you, but I don't do podcasts, unless you mean the YouTube thing. Do you think Derek Barnett will take Vinny Curry's spot? I do. I think he's going to win it at some point. I definitely do. What made me start a YouTube? I needed a vent. I needed somewhere I could vent and just let it out. And I felt like everything I listened to on YouTube and stuff never really was what I thought. I always had a different opinion, kind of. And I felt maybe there were more people who had opinions like me. So I was going to just get out there and tell them. And that was just kind of it. And everybody was always like, you should do a YouTube channel. I didn't think about it, and I did it. And from August, I started August 26th last year. It was not until like December before I had more than 7 subscribers. What up, Dingbat? How you doing? You know, so that was it, really. It wasn't a lot of thought into it. I don't think deep. I'm not that deep. Do you think the Eagles are trying to push Patrick Robinson out? I think Patrick Robinson's going to push himself out because he stinks. Foles has elbow soreness. Yeah, well, he's been a little bit sore. You know what I mean? Is Wentz going to suck like the last 8 weeks of the season? I don't know. He didn't suck the day he beat the crap out of the Giants. I mean, it wasn't like you guys didn't need that game or anything, right? I mean, you did need that game, right? I think you needed that game. But you lost. You stink. The Giants can't beat the Eagles. It don't matter. You can hope for a split. I can hope for a sweep. That tells you all you need to know about the Giants and the Eagles. Who do you think? Who do you want at number 3 if Brooks is injured? What Brooks? The corner? The slot corner? I mean, put Russell Douglas in there. Wendell Smallwood or Corey Clement. I liked what I saw out of Corey Clement. I liked what I saw out of him. He dropped the ball. It was like 3rd down, but he's a lot fit. He's got a lot fit. He looks thin, but he looks a lot quicker than I remember him. So I liked what I saw. I want to see more. Smallwood is hurt. He's hurt again. What are we going to do? We're going to deal with this all year with Smallwood being hurt? I can't deal with the hurt and the injuries. Yeah, he has. He's been like Ryan Matthews. He's got to get out there and do something. Where's Nate? Jerry or Gary? I always say it wrong, and no matter how I say it, I'm told I'm saying it wrong. I don't know where he is, but he played good. Spunky, your delusion. We should keep 4 backs this year. So you're probably going to get at least 4. I think you're probably going to have 4 in one practice squad because you're going to have Pumphrey, Sproles, Blunt, and probably Smallwood. Put Corey Clement at 2nd string. I'd like to see Clement get more carries. Mills, Darby, and Douglas. Yeah, that's about right. What do you think of Darnell Pumphrey? I thought he looked really nervous. Like, he looked really, really nervous to me during that game. Like he looked nervous, and I didn't put much into it. I said, this kid's nervous, but he's got speed. I mean, he does have speed. He is small. He does not look as strong as like Darren Sproles. Jalen Mills is going to be a shutdown corner. I've been saying this for months. No one sees it but me, I guess. Well, hey, Johnny Blaze, if you're right, I'm going to give you credit on here because I didn't see it. I thought he could be a good corner. I thought maybe he should play safety. But if he can do it, I will definitely give you credit. Sproles will play a lot in the slot this year. I would put him in the slot. I would put Pumphrey in the slot, too. You can make up Jordan Matthews a lot easier than you could make up trying to get a corner. Definitely. What I like about Mills is that he wears Kelly green, and I like him that he doesn't let things bother him. If you could put his mindset on Nelson Aguilar, you may have a Pro Bowl wide receiver because Aguilar can't get over it. Mills can push things aside. Man, I want to go with Dallas. Let's go, Dallas. Father Philly 500 is going to exercise the demons in Dallas when he takes on LL and the bet of burning the jersey. And it didn't even have to be his best jersey. It could be any jersey. I'm not going to do that to him. To be honest, Philly, you could start at corner for the Eagles. I couldn't start a corner, maybe a linebacker. Trey Sullivan did a great job making name. That was a great hit. What up, Bleed Green? Pumphrey is the worst running back in the NFC, but the Giants would take him in a second. The Giants are going to probably... I bet you the Giants get Matthews. I think the Giants are going to get Matthews. Or the Redskins may bring Matthews in, see what they can learn from Matthews, to game plan the Eagles. But I bet you Matthews goes to there. He's coming. He's going to be your starting... He's going to be your starting running back, and he's going to be your best running back. I think Matthews will be the beast. I'm not as big of a fan as Matthews as some other Eagle fans. There's guys that are like, he's a good running back, and I like him, and I respect him. And I get it. I understand. I see his talent. But to me, I can't get over the injuries. Even when he was in San Diego, I'm just not a big fan of Ryan. I'm just not. Jenkins working up toughening. You want to toughen Aguilar? I'll tell you how to do it. Get my 2 kids that knock me out for lunch and sandwiches and let them beat the crap out of him with bats. Let them chase him around with a bunch of bats, and he will get tough. They toughen me up. That's what I would do. Let it happen. Let them beat the crap out of him because he stinks. He did that reverse. Where did he go? You should coach the Eagle. I wouldn't want to coach, although I love to play call because I would play call a lot differently than Doug Peterson. I would like to do the GM stuff. I would like to do the draft and all that kind of stuff. Ryan Matthews is gone. He is the reason why we lost. Yeah, he is. Are you nervous about the Redskins, James? James, are you a Redskin fan? Just curious, because I'm on the search for Redskin fans. I haven't seen any yet. But the Redskins I have probably underestimated a lot. I think the Redskins may be a little better than I think. No Eagles all day. Well, how come you're asking? Just curious. You think they're going to be better than what they are? I think they're going to be better than what they are, but I just wonder about Cousins' mindset. Does he just want to get out? I'm going to Eagles versus Bills game. That's Aiden. That's awesome. That's awesome. Where are all the Redskins fans? I don't know. Where the hell did you go, Redskins fans? You think they're a sleeper this year? I think Cousins is a lot better quarterback than people give him credit for, especially teams in the NFC East. I think Cousins can be the kind of quarterback that could win if you put the right players around him. I think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. I don't think he's a top 5 elite, but I think he's a very good quarterback with the right people around him, the right talent around him, and I think he can do that. You know what I mean? So I think that saying that the Redskins could be a sleeper is possible. Alshon could be a good distraction for Aguilar at Bloker. Let me say this about Aguilar. I want to say something about Alshon, because I was saying that I thought 85 catches, 13 to 1,400 yards, and 10 touchdowns. I think that Alshon worries the crap out of me too. He's already banged up. He's been banged up for years. I lower my expectations for him. I think he's more going to be around 75 to 80 catches, 1,100 yards, and about 8 touchdowns. Because he's hurt. He's already hurt. Why don't you guys try Aguilar at the corner? Oh, Aguilar couldn't deal with the corner. He couldn't take it. You have to have thick skin to play corner. Would you go to a Skins Cowboys game if I pay you? Yeah. I've been to a Skins Cowboys game. I've been to a Skins Jets game. I've been to a Skins Giants game. I've been to a Skins, I think it was Miami Dolphins game. I used to live in the DC area, so I went to Redskin games with friends and stuff who were Redskin fans that would, whatchamacallit. Who do you dislike more, the Giants or Redskins? Oh, the Giants. I personally, as far as team goes, like playing, I hate the Giants fan. I hate the Giants probably more than anybody because they're closest to us. The thing with Dallas is it's their fans and it's the evilness that comes out of that satanic star. At the link, my most memorable moment at the link. I have to think about that. It was a game against the Redskins. I can't remember, but it was some goal line stand. It was awesome. But I really remember the vet and Randall Cunningham, and I also remember being at the FedEx field and watching McNabb. You know that shake he does when he's running the goal line? I was like two rows back watching him come at me. It was awesome. I hate the Eagles the most. Giant fans are just babies. Yeah, Giant fans are babies, Cruising. I appreciate you admitting that. But Giant fans and Eagle fans, to me, are the same. They're the same breed. They're the same person. They just had different paths. They've gone different routes. Giants have won, Eagles haven't. But if the Eagles have won, they would be like the Giants. If the Giants had lost, they would be like the Eagles. It's no different. The link is way better than the vet. I disagree. The vet was a horrible, disgusting, run-down, dirty place that I loved because it was intimidating and teams didn't want to come in there. And I used to like that advantage. But if you just want to go enjoy a game, yes, the link is definitely better. Definitely better. Especially the bathrooms at the vet were the worst. I believe the Eagles will have a top 10 offense. I think they have the possibility. What do you think our division record will be? I'm going to say right now. Now, I did a prediction video of the NFC East, and I did it way too early because things have changed so much. Next year, I will not do prediction videos so early. I'll wait until preseason. That's why I'm waiting on my AFC East stuff or AFC conference. I think Giants 11-5, Eagles 10-6, the Dallas Cowboys 7-9, and Washington 7-9. That's how I have it. What's the Veterans Stadium? Eagles are about to ball out week 1. Yeah, I hope so. 5-1, most likely, or 3-3. Just got here, bro. What happened to your wall? It looks great. Oh, yeah, I've been, taking advice of viewers and people who tell me, hey, fix your wall. It looks like crap. So I fix it. That's what I do. I try to take advice because I'm a dingbat. I don't have all the answers, but I try to listen to what you guys have to say. I always want to listen to the viewers. I'm just suck. It must suck never seeing your team in February, huh? Yeah, it does. But just think, Cruisin', who else is more loyal? If you don't, you've seen your team. You've seen your team win. How would you react if your team never won? We're here. We stand. We're up. We're protecting our team. We're standing up for our team. There's no more loyal fan in football, in my opinion, than the Eagle fan. The Eagle fans are the most loyal, passionate fans because they haven't won anything, and it hasn't been easy. But we've stood by our team. So one day it will get easy for us, and it will get hard for teams like you. Dingbat wall helmet. The dingbat wall. I'm going to do a dingbat. You guys want, would you buy a bucket hat, a dingbat bucket hat? Cruisin', why are you always on Eagles posts? I like Cruisin'. The Eagles are the Browns of the NFC East. Yeah, the Philly Browns, I've heard that before. I respect the Giants more because they won 2 Super Bowls. Recently, unlike the Cowboys, they actually act like they've won something recently. The thing with Giants, I hate the Giants. The Giants you have to hate, but at the same time, you have to respect. Like, there's a respect, a love, hate, respect. You know what I mean? Like, I hate the Giants, but I respect them. You know what I mean? I respect them. Dallas, I hate. I don't respect. I can't stand a team that feels so stinking entitled to everything, to walk around and think that they're America's team. You know what? Maybe they are. You know why? Because they're satanic, and America seems to be going to hell in a handbag. Respect greatness. The link is actually really nice. The link is very nice. I love the link. I love the link. I like it. But there was something, and the older people, there's something about the vet, an atmosphere, an intimidation, that when you went there, you were on, like, it was louder than the link. I'm sorry, it was a lot louder than the link. And people knew that the players did not want to play there. And it was something about it. It was like, yes, this is a miserable looking place, but we're going to go to war here. And it was awesome. I mean, it was awesome. And it was a crap place. And the worst was, I used to go and just not try to go to the bathroom the whole game. I'm going to Bill games, and I'm so excited. Also, I'm taking Tour Stadium. That is awesome, man. Let me know how that goes. Tell me about the tour. Hit me up and put it in my comment section. I would really like to know how that goes. Do you want Alshon to play Thursday? Yes, I want Alshon to play Thursday. I want Alshon to play Thursday, and I want him to go long, and I want him to stretch the field. If Green Beckham was good, him and Alshon would be dangerous. I personally, I mean, I don't know. I thought that I would have liked to see Dorial Green Beckham at least play through the preseason. At least. Because he's so talented. The kid is so talented. Maybe try to put him at tight end, tell him to gain weight. I don't know. He must be a head case. He must be dingbat of dingbats. Because, dude, that guy has a lot of talent. Why is your name Philly 500? Is it because you always say the Eagles are mediocre? Yeah, because when I started my channel, everybody always talked about how great the Eagles are. And I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, they're always 500. We're always 500. Philly teams seem to always be 500, and people always buy into it and love it and say, if we just make the playoffs, we're going to win. But you don't make the playoffs and win because you didn't have the right players around. But now we're starting to. But that's why I did it initially. And hey, since I did it, things seem to be changing. So I take all the credit for it. Who do you want to start, Derek Barnett or Vinny Curry? I want Derek Barnett to start, because if he's starting, that means he's going to be good, in my opinion. When were the Eagles great? Back before the Super Bowl era? I don't know. What difference if it was 10 years ago or if it was 50 years ago? Who cares? I don't have a DeLorean that goes back to the future. I don't. I only live in the now. And right now is all I care about. You can talk about all the rings, but it's a long time ago. And half of the people never even see it. Well, not Giants, but Dallas. Eagles were never good. We're good. We're going to be good 2 games this year when we beat you guys. Do you watch Game of Thrones? You know what? I have not watched Game of Thrones yet, and I'm very excited to. Me and my wife, we're gonna watch it in just a huge flurry of back to back, but we haven't yet. But I'm going to. I want to. I keep hearing about it. I keep saying it, and I've been saying it for years and just haven't. What's the best stadium in the NFC East? Probably the Dallas Stadium. I would think would be the newest and the nicest, but it's cursed by the devil. MetLife, Reggie White and Dawkins. Yeah, Reggie White was my favorite all time. Dawkins was my second favorite all time. My third favorite all time is Randall Cunningham. What do you want the Eagles to receive from Michael Kendricks? I don't think they could get a 3rd round pick from Michael Kendricks. I don't think they could get a 4th round pick from Michael Kendricks. I think they might be able to get a 5th round pick for him. That's about it. So I really don't have much expectations for it. You know what I mean? It's all over now. You'll be right back. Okay, buddy. I just got a Randall Cunningham jersey. Oh, man. Merc. Dude. That's awesome. Take a picture of it. Dude, Randall Cunningham. I love Randall Cunningham. Randall Cunningham. Philly 500, you're my boy. Thanks, buddy. I love Randall. Randall was my second jersey I ever had. My first Eagle jersey I ever owned was Mike Quick. Mike Quick was my favorite, and then Randall Cunningham came, and I love Randall. I think Randall's the best. Randall's my favorite. I just love Randall. Man, Trey Burton prediction, I don't know. I think he get about 400, 500 yards. Kelly Green, I like Kelly Green. I became Eagles fan because of Brian Dawkins. Yeah, well, hey, Brian Dawkins is the bomb, man. Brian Dawkins was awesome. Do you like pro wrestling? If so, who's your favorite wrestler? I haven't watched pro wrestling probably since like Stone Cold was at the top, when it was Stone Cold and The Rock, and I liked that whole thing. I thought that was hysterical. Like when it was Monday Night Raw and that kind of thing. And I actually went to Raw in Baltimore, and I never went, but I haven't watched wrestling in years. Eagle fans are born. No one in their right mind would choose to be an Eagle fan. Cruising, hey, yes, you say these things like they're an insult. You say it like, oh my gosh, you're born into it. Oh my gosh, it was so hard. Yeah, it is. And we shine through. We're shining through all the time. We're shining through all the time. WWF Attitude Era. Yeah, that was it. That, and then there was the WCW with the dude that looked like Crow, or the Crow. Remember the movie The Crow? Sting. With all that, that was kind of cool. I'm tired of seeing the Cowboys, Giants, Patriots, and Browns. That's all the network really talk about. Especially the Cowboys, because the Cowboys run it. Thoughts on EDP? I don't know EDP. I have seen some of his videos. I think he seems like a nice guy. I think he does his thing. I wish him nothing but the best. I don't know him personally. I have no problem with him at all. He seems nice, and I know people give him a hard time, and I wish nothing but the best for him. I don't like Skip Bayless either. What's the worst jersey you've ever bought? I think personally, I like Nick Foles, but I bought a Nick Foles jersey, and then the guy winds up leaving. So I'm very disappointed when that jersey, I said, oh my gosh, I got to get a jersey that nobody is going to leave. Because every time I get a jersey, the guy leaves like the next year. So I got a McCoy jersey, and they traded him. They traded him. So I've been avoiding getting a Wentz jersey because I'm afraid if I do, I'm going to jinx it. I wish the Eagles would have signed Pryor over Torrey Smith. Yeah, look, I wouldn't have signed Pryor long term because I have to see him do it more than 1 year and not do it in garbage time when the Browns are getting killed. But I like his speed, I like his talent, I like him, and I would have probably took a shot on a 1 year deal too. It's like a sickness to be an Eagle fan. It's not a sickness, it's a blessing. We're built for this. You understand? When going gets tough, we've been there. When the going gets tough for you guys cry in the corner like babies, and you act like dingbats, many of your fans. But we're tough. We've been through it. And when the good time comes, we're going to be the ones who earned it and deserve it the most. Alshon is hurt already. Yeah, he's been banged up. He didn't play last week. He didn't practice that much. Yeah, and it's a big concern to me. It's a big problem because it was the reason why when they were talking about getting Alshon, I didn't want him. And you can go back and see videos where I did not want Alshon Jeffrey. I wanted to trade for Brandon Cooks. And it wasn't because I don't think Alshon's not good. It was because he's hurt. He's always hurt. Eagles need to... Yeah, I love the black jerseys and the black pants. They're very awesome. They got to get rid of the white jerseys. The white jersey they wore last week. I'm so sick and tired of it. I'm sick. I'm tired of it. Totally. Because it's just boring. And maybe it's what's his face? Maybe it's Chip Kelly because he wore it for like 13 straight weeks. Dwayne, stream the game on Thursday. I'm not streaming the game. I'm not going to get in trouble for streaming the game. I will be pre-game. I will stream pre-game for like a half hour, an hour. Then I will stream after the game. And that's how I will do every football game through the year. I'll stream before and after. And then the next day I'll do a video giving you my thoughts from a logical standpoint. So Thursday I will be streaming a couple hours before the game because I get excited. And then when the game is over, even a couple minutes in the fourth quarter, maybe some time left, I'll get on. Cruising, you may be right. The game is at 7, right? I believe it is. Yeah. Oh, don't worry about tweeting me while I drive. It's all good. How are you supposed to know? You need to buy an Eagles helmet and wear it during the streams. I got some things planned. Don't worry. I'm always going to change it up. I'm always going to be different. I always do my own thing. I don't do other people's things. I do everything my own, and I come up with it myself. And that's how I always do it. I'll earn every sub I get, every viewer I get, I try to earn it, each individual. We have flying spaceships for Eagles. We already have flying spaceships. You're talking to a conspiracy theorist right here. You know, I already know they're there. Should we pick up Rex Ryan and put him on the D-line? I don't know. Do you think that the Eagles will pick someone else up? And which position? I do. I think that somebody will get picked up. Who and where, I don't know. But I think you can see somebody in the line. I think you may see another linebacker. Something depth. Nothing big. Unless they pull something off with Kelsey. The Lakers are going to get smacked by the Sixers. Trust the process. Trust the process, baby. I can't wait for the Sixers. I'm going to be doing some Sixers stuff too this year. We need John Runyon back on the O-line. I love Runyon. Man, look. Jason Peters. Jason Peters is probably the best left tackle I've ever seen an Eagle. You know what I mean? Now, when I do my top guys ever, I never talk about the guys I don't see. I always try to talk about the guys I do see because I don't think it's fair. Jason Peters was the best left tackle I ever seen. Lane Johnson, he could be the best right tackle, but I think Runyon's right up there. Jerry Rice or Lawrence Taylor? That's a good question. But I'll take Jerry Rice because Lawrence Taylor's a giant. And Lawrence Taylor may literally be sniffing a lot of cocaine. Who are the biggest rivals for each NFC East team? The Eagles and the Giants, biggest rival. Cowboys and the Redskins, biggest rival. Fans hate the Dallas Cowboys if you're an Eagle fan more than anybody. I'm sure the Giants, you'd have to ask them, probably hate the Eagle fans most. And then the Redskin fans hate the Cowboy fans. And the Cowboy fans probably hate the Redskins. Who will we ever get to meet Queen Dingbat if she's an Eagle fan? Yeah, look, you can meet Queen Dingbat, the boss. She's the boss. You can meet her, but she wants to come on. Someday she might, but right now she's just like, my husband's up there being a dingbat. I take Reggie White with the first pick. Yeah, I take Reggie White too. There she is. Who do you think will be our biggest contender? I think the Giants are our biggest contender this year. Mike Quick said Aguilar is the most talented wide receiver on the roster. Look, Aguilar has talent. That is not the issue. He definitely has talent. The problem with Aguilar is it's mental. He has speed. Look, Aguilar physically has talent. It's mental. I personally wanted Pryor. That may be just me though. No, I would have done something like get Brandon Cooks, get Pryor or Alshon for a year. That's what I would have probably liked to do. So listen, I'm going to do about 10 more minutes, 5 to 10 more minutes, then I'm going to have to go. I feel a little under the weather. My throat's bothering me. But I'll definitely be rested and ready for the pregame on Thursday. And I appreciate, man, we had a lot of people today. I thank you guys. You all come to my stream. I thank you. I can't believe it. You guys come, and I'm so honored that you do. No matter whether you're a Cowboy, Redskin, Giant fan, whoever, I'm just happy that you come. Because it's just, wow, thank you. You're the best. Good night. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. What is your opinion on Ryan Matthews being released today? I'm very happy that he was released. It was like this pain in the back of your throat or your neck or something that just won't go away. You know, this like dull ache. And he was just there and he wouldn't go. I just wanted him to go. You know what I mean? What advice would you have for Carson Wentz after the J-Mac trade? It's simple. Carson, if the Eagles traded your security blanket, traded the guy who you thought was single-handedly your outlet when something goes wrong, they trade him away because they think you're good enough that you don't need him. So you're there. You've arrived. Now go prove them right. Don't worry about it. You're good enough without him. That's what that's what I would say. You're a good sport. I guess you have to develop a sense of you being an Eagle fan. That's right, Cruising. Look, I like to talk about, I like to talk trash with other teams and have fun. But you like football. I like football. We like the same sport. So that makes us, friends. Even though we're on other teams. And it's cool. You know what I mean? Oh my God, you never read my comment. I just did. I read a lot of your comments. But you don't understand. I have so many things coming at me at one time. I can't keep up. I'm trying. It's all over now. I'm trying. Philly, you were literally my favorite YouTuber. Thanks, Kai. I appreciate that. I'd rather trade Kelsey, Kendricks, for Joe Mixon next year and use our first round of running back next year. Joe Mixon is available for a trade. If the Eagles wanted Joe Mixon, they could have had him. They don't want him. If they were to change the all-white jerseys, what color would you change it to? I mean, you still have to have a white jersey for the road, I guess. But, I mean, change the color, jazz it up, add some Kelly green, add a little black, do something, make it different, make it modern. It's boring. Why do the NFC East get the highest ratings? Because you got the biggest fan bases, really. I mean, you got Giant, New York, Washington, Philly, Dallas. I mean, they're big media places, and those fans are fanatical. I think there's no place like the NFC East. None at all. So with that said, I'm going to let you all go. Thank you. Thank you again for joining. I appreciate it. Please join me a few hours before the Eagles game on Thursday and after, and we'll talk. With that, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.